we are in discussion still for very technical matters. So it's not the fact that we don't want to meet the conditions. One aspect is, as Minister of Finance, as a person living on the island of St Maarten, this is the island I defend, the civil servants that I defend. And my main goal was to make sure that our civil servants, the people of St Maarten, we try to avoid touching their salaries as much as possible.
Right.
And part of the conditions for the Netherlands was to have 12.5% of the total salary package cut. And within that package, you have vacation pay, you have overtime, you have retroactive pay, bonuses, and so forth. In the package, they also mentioned you don't have to only cut those things, but you could also cut other benefits attached.
Secondary benefits.
Secondary benefits, yes. In other countries and in corporations, when you sign up, when you get a job, for example, your uniform is part of your contract, or phone is part of your contract. In government, we don't have it in a policy, so it was hard to use those as secondary benefits, even though in our LMA, I know it's in English.
Administrative regulations.
It says that these benefits are secondary benefits, but because it's not part of a contract, the CFT does not see it as part of a total salary package. So what is left then? As I mentioned before, the vacation pay, the retroactive, the bonus, the vacation days, and so forth. So we have, what we have done now, if we have made a comparable cut to the other two islands, we haven't cut salaries like the other islands, but in terms
Say that part again.
we haven't cut salaries.
Have not.
Yes. We have cut this year 50% of vacation pay. And I'll take a step back and say that even we didn't have conditions, we had to make certain cuts.
Right. And we did actually propose cuts before the discussion happened with the Dutch, or before they came with their, let's say, prescribed cuts.
Yes.
We were having the discussions with the unions, and we'd actually, in Council of Ministers, we had that discussion about, looking only at the highest earners, etc., so we don't touch those who were earning below a certain threshold at all, not for vacation pay, not for anything. And after a whole long discussion, now we're hearing that, but we never said to cut salaries, or but we never said to touch the lowest earners.
So which is really political, because it's basically, because they are right. They never said to cut salaries, but we are saying to cut, they're saying specifically cut within the salary package. But if, for example, there was no vacation pay, or vacation pay already had passed already, what is left would only be salaries and minor other stuff.
Right.
So like I mentioned before, we have looked at other areas within the salary package. We have a proposal, and right now CFT is asking for very specific calculations as to how we meet this criteria.